Hi everyone, my name is Adriana.
My name is Eileen.
My name is Mina.
My name is Angie, and today we have the pleasure of answering Google's most asked questions.
The first question, when Harvard University founded?
Harvard was founded in 1636 by the Massachusetts Bay Colony. It was called Newtown College by then, and then 2 years later it was named Harvard after John Harvard had donated half of his estate and his collection of books to Harvard.
When is the Harvard-Yale game?
Typically, middle of November is the Harvard-Yale game, and they alternate location. 1 year it'll be at Yale, 1 year it'll be at Harvard, and they'll continue doing that till probably the end of time.
Who is Harvard's rival? No one? No, I'm kidding.
I think Harvard's most famous rival would, of course, be Yale University.
That being said, I still feel like, we're leagues above them. So there really is no rivalry, no competition there.
Who is John Harvard? We have the super famous John Harvard statue that's on our campus and is a huge tourist attraction. A lot of people think John Harvard is the founder of Harvard College, but that's not actually the case.
See, John Harvard is one of our first benefactors, and so that's why we decided to name the school after him.
Who studied at Harvard? Harvard has had a lot of famous people go to school here.
As a history buff, I can give you some of the presidents that came to Harvard. John Adams, John F. Kennedy, Barack Obama, Theodore Roosevelt also came to Harvard.
Ketanji Brown Jackson, one of our Supreme Court justices.
Natalie Portman, Colin Jost,
Matt Damon.
Bill Gates.
Yo-Yo Ma.
I study here too. So really anyone from any walk of life.
Next question is, which city is Harvard in?
Harvard is in Cambridge, Massachusetts. It is just a train ride away from Boston, Massachusetts. So lots of history in this little town and in the big town right next to it. Which are the best Harvard museums?
Okay, I'm a little bit biased because I am a history of art and architecture major. So I would say the Harvard Art Museum. It's free for everyone, no matter if you're a student or just a visitor. Such a great collection, not only just for viewing pleasure, but also for research and other things.
There's also the Museum of Natural History, which is really cool.
Not a museum per se, but Houghton Library always has exhibits to show what they have in the archives. That's also open to the public.
Harvard has access to a lot of things, and you can see a lot of them in our museums, and it's just really cool to be walking around all that history.
Which Harvard buildings are open to the public?
One is the Smith Campus Center. It's also known as our Visitor Center, and it's where many of our students go to hang out or study, and many tourists, visitors in general, go to eat and enjoy their time there. Alongside that, the Science Center is also open to the public, and there is also a small museum of scientific instruments.
Most days, Harvard Yard is also open to view. It has most of our first-year dorms, a lot of really cool monuments like the John Harvard statue, Johnston Gate, Harry Elkins Widener Memorial Library. Sometimes even Memorial Church is open for the public to view. It holds non-denominational church service every Sunday morning, and those services are also open to the public.
Does Harvard have a lot of clubs on campus?
Oh my gosh, yes, we do.
We have over 500 clubs here on campus, ranging from athletics to just a bunch of recreational clubs, pre-professional clubs.
Also, if you don't have any background in an activity, you can still join that activity at Harvard. For example, I did not have any background in archery. However, because my friend did it, I also joined the club, and it was really, really nice. And it's something that I very much enjoy now.
Literally, if you have the most obscure interest on planet Earth, there's probably a club here for you on campus. So definitely a wide variety of ways to, meet other people with similar interests.
What Harvard courses are free?
Okay, so cool thing about Harvard, there are a few courses that they offer for free online, like some of our biggest courses like CS50, even Justice is on YouTube. So lots of courses you can find by just searching up Harvard free course.
What is Harvard's mascot?
There are lots of fights about what our mascot should be, but I think I'm just gonna go with the color crimson. We're just the color.
And then additionally, our house structure, which is the way that you get sorted into a house after your freshman year, kind of like Harry Potter. Once you get into your house, each house also has their own mascot. So I'll be living in Winthrop House next year, and we are the Lions. We call ourselves the Pride because we are the best house. What is Harvard Extension School. Well, it is not a part of our undergraduate or graduate programs. It's kind of its own thing, and it's available for particularly adults who are continuing their education, whether that's because of family or other work commitments. They need to have a more flexible part-time educational experience. So it gives an opportunity to those individuals to be able to continue their education and pursue a field that they're interested in.
How Harvard students study?
I don't, and I hope for the best.
Every Harvard student has their own way of studying. For me, I like studying late in the night, and I like studying in my room.
I know that if I study in my dorm, I will instead fall asleep and no studying will get done. We have so many libraries on campus, so if you wanted to be the stereotypical library studier, you could do that. We have 2 24-hour libraries right on the yard, and as a first year, I was a big frequenter of one of them, Lamont Library. I was always there sun up to sundown, sundown to sun up. I don't do that anymore.
Last question, how does Harvard housing work? This is one of the most, at least in my opinion, most exciting and fun traditions that we have here at Harvard.
As first years, you're randomly placed into one of 17 first-year dorms. We have a housing questionnaire that you fill out about a month before you come to campus, talking about when you wake up, when you go to sleep, what your habits are, how clean you are, how dirty you are, all that stuff.
They actually go through your questionnaire and make sure they handpick a roommate for you.
In the spring of your freshman year, you are randomly placed into an upperclassman house. We have something called blocking, which is essentially going to up to 7 other people and saying, I want to live with you, essentially ensuring that you get placed into the same house.
And these are not necessarily people that you have to room with, but rather just people you know, friends you know you'll have in your house.
And once blocking groups are formed, the housing office will place each group, no matter how big or how small, into one of our 12 upperclassmen houses, 9 of which sit on Charles River and 3 of which are known as the Radcliffe Quadrangle.
And each house, no matter what student you meet, will most likely advocate for their house being the best. And I think that just speaks to how strong the sense of community is, that each student loves their house so much to claim that it's the best. 97% of students choose to live on campus for all 4 years. So if you don't believe what I'm saying, you can believe the numbers. The housing system here really does work. Thank you so much for watching and joining us today. Please feel free to check out our Harvard website if you want more information about housing or student life or academic life. We have so much information available. Also, please like and subscribe.